What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about Faraday Future. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what just came out associated to the company itself, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So right now it is up 60.19%, $2.25 the high and $1.20 the low. So another very volatile day, not similar to Friday. Friday was just next level. I think $3.90 was the high and 90 cents was the low. But still, you do see a lot of good volume. So 551 million shares being traded so far, 253 is the average. So it is getting institutions' attention. These are some of the transactions above $100,000. So like I said, big money is buying into Faraday. So of course I see that as somewhat positive. And I feel like institutions are looking at it today because of what Faraday put out over this last weekend. And that is this right here. So Faraday Future announces fourth quarter and full year 2023 earnings webcast timing. So it is slated for May 28th, 2024 at 5 p.m. And so when it comes down to their earnings, that was one of the three deficiencies with the NASDAQ. So obviously by them submitting it, they're going to be quashing that deficiency. So clearly the market is seeing that as a very positive sign. And as what I brought up, even though institutions are looking at it, a lot of the volume being done is algorithmic trading. So of course, they're seeing that recent news as very, very positive, thus causing it to go higher. And plus as well, shorts are currently returning about 1.44 million shares. First thing, they were actually increasing just shy of about 1 million shares. So kind of flip-flopping a little bit, still in the threshold list. Ever since over this last couple of days, 63.24% of the free float is being shorted. So it has gone down quite a lot, but still not out of it's still the most heavily shorted EV out there. And utilization is just shy of about 100%, so 99.18%. So in my opinion, this definitely is still a squeeze play, assuming their earnings is good and everything. So who knows? A lot of people are throwing out some very, very high price targets on how high this could essentially go. Keep in mind, as I said in my last video, this rally has nothing to do with their operations. I've already been very skeptical about their operations in the past. This whole momentum is because of the market right now is very much in greed mode. So the fear and greed index is at 65. And it looks like, given the circumstances, in the next couple of days, or whether it be this week, it might actually move towards the extreme greed category, obviously really helping Faraday and many other meme stocks. So yeah, this whole squeeze play momentum is very, very interesting. You're seeing a ton of money getting into Faraday through options. So $14 million in calls, 5.76 in puts. And I was covering Faraday for about 2 years, a year and a half, give or take. A lot of which I was very much cautiously optimistic, but the volume in comparison, it used to probably net $10,000 in options. Now everyone is paying attention to Faraday because with this recent bump up in the price, a lot of people made a ton of money, made out like bandits, 3 million plus. A lot of people have been sending me some screenshots of that. So there's a lot of money to be made. And in my opinion, Faraday getting to that 390 was just the tip of the iceberg. That was just them returning a small percentage because it is still on the threshold list. So there is a good indication that there's a lot of naked shorting as well with Faraday. So definitely I'm not the most optimistic on their operations, but this being a squeeze play given the current circumstances and with options at play, you're also seeing kind of more of a gamma squeeze aspect as well. So you could see this go up very, very high. And one negative aspect of Faraday is that they only do have monthly options, not necessarily weekly. If they did have weekly options, then this would have been probably 5+. My own opinion, of course, not a financial advisor or anything along those lines. So when it comes down to this, like I already brought up, big money is looking at it. Dark pool, very popular today. So dark pool is linked to shorting, and obviously Faraday and shorts go hand in hand, as you can kind of see right here. So a lot of transactions being done, and normally in the past I always like to talk on some support and resistance points, but given the momentum and just this being a squeeze play, it's not really relevant. So I'm not going to be talking on support and resistance points as of right now. So in my opinion, just watch for the whole numbers. That seems to be where Faraday likes to bounce off of, at least both for support and resistance points. But I feel like with this being submitted, that's kind of a positive thing. And so yeah, let me know your thoughts on Faraday. Have you been buying? Have you been selling? What have you been doing with Faraday? Like I said, I think a lot of people are making a ton of money with Faraday. Even myself, I swung trade this quite a few times during this last couple of days, and I didn't make 3 million, but I made some pretty good money. So I think there's a lot of money at play. Even essentially if you did buy in at the $1.20 to here, like that's a pretty good return on investment for a lot of individuals. Some people are holding out for the and diamond handing for like the epic squeeze, which you never know, could come right around the corner, but we'll just wait and see. So let me know your thoughts on Faraday. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with all that, appreciate all of you watching.